like any other teenage girl, has multiple social media accounts. For example, she has Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, Vine, and MeetMe. On various social media sites, Jen has put her phone number on them, and she also has multiple pictures of her at school. At first, Jen never thought anything of putting her information on social media, but then one day something happened that had changed her life tremendously. Like any other day, Jen got on Facebook and was scrolling through her newsfeed. Suddenly, some random guy sent her a message saying that she was pretty and he'd like to meet her. Appalled by this message, she quickly deleted it, and then she went about her normal day. A few weeks down the line, she got a letter in the mail from a guy that she didn't know. She opened it thinking nothing of it. After reading the letter, she discovered it was the same guy that messaged her on Facebook. She then began to freak out, and she told her mom about it, and they contacted the police. When the police questioned her, they asked if she had ever put her address online before. Jen thought about it and realized that she had added her address to her Facebook account without changing her security settings to private. With this information, the guy who sent her the letter was able to find out a lot of different private information from her account and began to slowly stalk her more and more with mail and gifts. One day, the guy even showed up at her school, saying that he was a family friend trying to pick her up. Luckily for Jen, the school was warned about this guy, but if they weren't, things could have gone a lot worse for Jen. For example, she could have been kidnapped or even murdered. Take a lesson from Jen and don't put any private information on any social media because anyone can access it. People should not put their private information on social media because their information could be hacked or stolen. Also, a person can be bullied or have their identity stolen from the information they posted. Do not put your private information on social media.
Privacy policy. According to the Business Dictionary, privacy policy is a statement that declares a firm's or website's policy on collecting and releasing information about a visitor. It usually declares that specific information is collected and whether it is kept confidential or shared with others or sold to other firms, researchers, or sellers. For an example, Facebook's privacy policy asks for your permission to use your full name, pictures, content, and even your address. A study conducted by Marissa claimed that luckily 82.5% of students know how to change their security settings on social media.
Why do people put their information on social media? A survey conducted by Marissa found that 45% of students said that they put their private information, like their age, address, and workplace, on social media. Why don't you check out this video and see how easy it is to find people's private information?
What are the consequences? This is why people should not put their private information on social media. Some examples of consequences would be that they can hack into your personal files, give you viruses. Identity theft. They can steal your social security number, obtain your age and your address. Bullying. They can cyberbully you, get your pictures, and even find your address. Stalked. They can obtain your address, workplace, or school, find your current location, obtain your pictures, and even get your phone number.
To be hacked means being in the state of victimized by a hacker who has either installed a program in your computer or has gotten into an account of yours with your programs or just good skills. How hackers can hack you. Phishing, the illegal attempt to steal private information through emails. Vishing, the illegal attempt to steal private information through phone calls. Smishing, the illegal attempt to steal private information through text acting as private companies. How to prevent it. Change your passwords frequently. Don't respond to window pop-ups. Ignore all foreign phone calls or texts. Don't post your private information online.
To be stalked means to be unknowingly followed or watched, and many people can be a victim of stalking by putting their private information on social media. Each year, an estimate of 3.4 million men and women become victims of stalking and experience violations of their privacy and safety, according to the Safe Horizon. For example, putting people's phone number, address, or workplace Some sites will even encourage people to put their private information online, claiming that it's protected. Social networking sites like Facebook make money the more data people expose. According to the article, Social Networking Sites Fueling Stalking report warns by Alexandria Topping. This shows that even the sites themselves are encouraging people to give their information out.
Identity theft is a type of fraud that involves stealing money or gaining benefit by the perpetrator pretending to be someone else. An estimated 16.6 billion people, aged 16 and older in the United States, experienced identity theft in 2012, according to the Bureau of Justice. People put themselves at risk for identity theft just by posting updates on social media accounts and by putting their credit card number on their accounts to purchase things with. According to the Identity Theft Through Social Networking Lessons to Take Now by Joy Malai, enlisting credit card monitors services is helpful in tracking suspicious activities.
Social media privacy settings can be linked to bullying. Websites like Facebook have their own privacy setting. Anybody can see information and pictures that are posted online if the proper settings are not applied. People can use pictures, what is posted, and other information to bully other people. Merrick Pickens, a public relations worker, said, "I work for public relations for a couple of different companies, and information I find on someone is scary. People should not post personal information online because it can lead to bullying." 93% of teens on Facebook use their real name. 92% of teens post pictures of themselves online. 72% of teens have a Facebook profile and half have a public profile viewable by anyone. 15% of Americans have never checked their privacy settings. 26% of Americans say that they are sharing more information online than they were in previous years. And 84% of students have access to the internet home, while the remaining few use internet cafes.
What can people do to prevent these things? Change your privacy settings to only me or friends. Don't text anyone you don't know. Do not post where you go to school online. Do not put your credit card information online. Only give your phone number to people you know. Get an antivirus software. Only accept friend requests for people you know in real life. Post modest pictures online, not inappropriate ones. Don't share your exact current location. Do not put your address online. And ignore pop-up windows.